Alright, so once you've got your dimensions, obviously you'd have to go through the competition regs and just make sure you've got everything. You've gone through and you filled out your title block. You can also add, for competition, I'd probably add a bit more information, say in here, in some of the other sections here. There's other stuff you can put in there, but you can check some of the engineering drawings that other teams have done just to be sure that what you've got there is appropriate. You'd also want to put the date in there as well. So like I showed you before, just double click. All right, and you've got the approval date there, so you can fill that in as well. Okay. Now, what I will show you is in this corner here, you can go ahead and put like a little key here, all right, to show your front wings and your rear wings, like the coloring for that. Now, you can't do anything like that with Fusion 360, but we can organize the key and then do the coloring later. So to do that, just go down to create, and we're going to create a sketch. All right, now in this corner, we'll use a rectangle tool, and just about here, all right, we can make them 8 by 8. All right, then a little bit further down, we can start another one. All right, same thing, make it 8 by 8 mil. All right, a bit further down again, we can do the same. Cool. All right, when those are done, just hit finish. Oh no, sorry, we'll do the text as well while we've got the sketch. So hit, text here, and you can just create a little box about there. This one here will write in capitals, front wings. You can even do an equals at the start. Okay, so there's one. So you can basically just move that to wherever you need it. You might be able to copy and paste. Just Control C, Control V. No, didn't like that. All right, so let's do text again. All right, same thing. So equals rear wings. Done. And then we'll do one more. Equals virtual cargo. Okay, once again, just move them around so you can try and get them lined up where they need to be. All right, even the squares you should be able to move. All right, and just get them where they need to be as well. Okay, so you'd want these to be lined up. You'd want these to have even spacing as well. From my understanding, I don't know if you can actually put dimensions on these. I know in Inventor you can. I've tried looking for some of the settings, but for some reason there's just nothing there to allow you to do it. So I know you probably could use measure, and you can measure between certain points, but I don't believe it will let you actually change it. So that's one thing that's a little bit disappointing about Fusion 360 from what I've seen. But either way, when you first make them, you should be able to get them in line as they were. Okay. So, all right, let's say you have that ready to go. We can just go finish sketch. Awesome. Now we can import a virtual cargo. Okay, so for the competition, the virtual cargo needs to be between the front and rear axles, and it's got to fit inside the car body around about here. Okay, now to do this, we're going to go over to this section here, so show data panel. And when you go into your admin project, all right, you can then upload a file. So if we click upload, you can select a file. Now, if you're at school, you can do this. If you're not, then you might just have to make your own virtual cargo. But if you go down to student resources, I think it's the R curriculum for you. Mine looks a bit different. I'll just extend it out so you can see. So make sure it's the R curriculum. All right, we go to STEM and STEAM. We can use the Year 9 one for now. There we are, virtual cargo. So if we click on that and go open, Alright, that should import it. So I just have to move it up. There we are. So just go upload. Okay, and that should start uploading. Alright, so I just paused the video while it was uploading, but it came up down here, it said uploading. Now it's done, but because I've got so many files and stuff here, if I just hit search and then type it in, alright, it just popped up already, but yeah, you type it in there. But here it is, this is the virtual. Alright, so with the virtual cargo, open up your standard car tab. Alright, and then what we're going to do is actually import the virtual cargo into this model. Alright, so it's a little bit different to how Inventor works, but basically how we're going to do this is right click on virtual cargo and go insert into current design. Alright, then you should see the virtual cargo appear. Now, what we need to do is get the virtual cargo, like I said, to be inside the car body here between the two axles. So if I look at the side view, alright, I can get it as close as I can. Now it gets to a point about here where now I can't really see where the virtual cargo has gone. So what we can do is just press OK for now. And then on the car body, alright, which is this one here, if I right click and change the opacity to like 10 or 20%, alright, now I can see where my virtual cargo is. If I just scroll down to virtual cargo, I can go right click, move, and it takes me back to this. So I can go ahead and grab that dot there and just move it around so it's inside this zone here. Now I'll just move this out of the way for now. Okay, now what you need to understand as well is you've also got this slot at the bottom of the car. Okay, so you need to make sure you keep that in mind, or you might have a bigger portion of your car taken out, depending on obviously what class you're in for the competition. But when you are putting this in, you need to make sure that it's, yeah, obviously it's central, okay, and you need to make sure it's inside of the car body here. When we look at it from a top view, alright, see how it's sticking out here? Alright, so you're going to have to grab that, drag it forward. I can drag it back a little bit further if I want to, but as I can see, this is the rear axle, that's the front axle. Alright, it fits inside of the car body there. Alright, so I'll just double check. So at the back it's good, and the side, yeah, as you can see, it's inside the car body. So it fits obviously above here. You still got a bit more of the car body there, and obviously the slot underneath starts about there. So where it is at the moment is perfect. Alright, so I can just hit OK. Alright, so there it is. Now, once again, we'll change the opacity. Alright, so just so you can see it, body 1 is what I've got. I'll just right click on that, opacity control, change that back to 100%. Alright, so your car's back. And then we're going to go over to our drawing. Okay, and it's going to update that for us. So actually, if I just go back, so I'll press save. So save it first, press OK. So when you come back over here, I'll give you a warning that things have changed. So click on this, alright, with the warning sign. Alright, and that will start to update the file for us. So just click again. Yep, so my computer's just going a little bit slow, so here we go. Awesome, alright, so as you can see now, your virtual cargo is in there. Alright, now like I said before, with Inventor you could color this, so it was grey. Alright, but obviously we can't do that at the moment with Fusion 360, so I'll show you that in another video of how to do the coloring for it all. But basically what will happen is we'll color this square, alright, to be like grey for example, and then all of these would be grey as well. Okay. Now for your front wings, you would color them to be a certain color, let's say red, alright, and then this would be red. All right, so when judges are looking, they know that, okay, well, the red means front wings, which are these things. They're all coloured in red. All right, and then rear wings will be a different colour as well. So, all right, you can set up your drawing like that, and that'll be a good start. All right. If you are in a development class or professional class, I would encourage you to make more drawings about each individual part of your car. So you probably have one just for your front wings, one for your rear wings, and all the other parts like your wheels and axles and stuff as well. Okay, but that's how you can get a basic, engineering drawing for F1 in schools.